Elite Facts presents
8 live performances gone horribly wrong. 8. Ashlee Simpson Saturday Night Live 2004. Starting off the list with one of the more infamous yet more tame live acts to go wrong. Back in 2004, Ashlee Simpson was turning into a megastar. She started her career in 1999 with the release of her debut album, Sweet Kisses. During her visit to SNL in October of 2004, Ashlee Simpson pulled off a normal, unmemorable performance of her hit song, Pieces of Me. But when she returned to the stage to sing the next tune, Autobiography, everything fell apart. As she started dancing, ready to begin the song, the vocals for Piece of Me began playing again, while her mic was resting at her side. Clearly flustered, Simpson launched into some kind of an Irish jig. She later blamed a gastric disorder for her choice to lip-sync. However, no one really bought into it. Since then, she's had a short-lived reality television show called The Ashlee Simpson Show, which ran for only one season between 2004 and 2005, and has since released several albums, although her popularity has taken a decline since taking a hiatus from the music industry to focus on her acting career.
7.
Madonna's Cape 2015. It's really saying something when even your clothing thinks you should retire. All right, okay, calm down, we were only joking. But still, you got to admit, it's hilarious that even her cape didn't want to see her perform. So during the Brit Awards in 2015, Madonna was on stage performing in front of the live crowd, and during the lead-up to the main chorus of her song, the cape she was wearing was supposed to untie and get blown away for theatrics. Unfortunately, her cape didn't want to untie. When the fans switched on to blow the cape away, not only did it take the cape, but Madonna also went flying with it. It was almost as if the cape was like, if I'm going down, you're coming with me. You just can't help but laugh whenever you see this.
6.
Kings of Leon, Bird Crap. It must mean something when even birds aren't a fan of your music. Again, we're joking, of course. Kings of Leon is one of the most popular bands of this generation. There's no way you can deny that they've got a large, dedicated fan base. That being said, it turns out birds aren't exactly fans of their work. During a live show in 2010 in St. Louis, Missouri, just 3 songs into their set, a flock of birds decided that the stage was the perfect place to take a crap. After being crapped on several times, the band decided to call it quits and cancel the rest of the concert. Fans were so outraged that they all started chanting "refund" repeatedly. But to be fair, if birds continuously crapped on you for a few straight minutes, you'd want to cancel your show too.
5.
Nickelback, rock throwing incident. This is one we've never really quite understood. So, as if playing 3 songs before having to cancel the concert wasn't bad enough, Nickelback topped the previously mentioned Kings of Leon incident in 2002. Now, this is crazy to think, but back in 2002, Nickelback weren't as annoying as they are now. They had a few decent songs, and their live performances were actually pretty good. Well, unfortunately, Portugal didn't feel the same way, as they took it upon themselves to get rid of Nickelback from the country once and for all. During their August 19th appearance at the Ilha do Irmão Festival in Portugal, 2 songs into their set, fans started throwing rocks at the band members on stage. This caused the singer, Chad Kroeger, to ask the crowd, and ask politely we might add, if they wanted to listen to some rock and roll or if they wanted to go home. This caused yet another fan to throw a rock that bounced off the back of Kroeger's head, causing Kroeger to say, "See ya," as the band walked off stage. As much flack as you want to give Nickelback for their music, you've got to admit that may have been a little too much. 4. Dave Grohl breaks a leg but continues to perform. Okay, so this one wasn't all tragedy. In fact, this just shows how dedicated Dave Grohl and the rest of the Foo Fighters are to their fan base. Dave Grohl is one hell of a frontman. Every time he goes out on stage, he seems to always give the performance of a lifetime, as if it was going to be his last. You can just tell he has a passion for what he does. Don't believe us? Well, on June 12, 2015, while playing a show in Gothenburg, Sweden, Grohl fell off the stage, breaking his leg. Now, you'd think that'd wrap up the show and call it a night, right? Nope. Grohl calmly says, "I think I broke my leg," with a smile on his face. He's then taken off stage to get treated and actually came back on stage to finish the show. This is dedication, folks. Still, though, a broken leg is a broken leg.
3,
Poland's Got Talent impales presenter's hand. This one isn't for the faint-hearted. So there have been plenty of heart-in-mouth moments on Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent over the past several years that have had us cringing in fear. However, thankfully, nothing has ever gone horribly wrong during any of the more daring stunts. Unfortunately, the same can't be said when a magician on Poland's version of the show was trying out one of his latest tricks. The semi-finalist from the year's series was making an appearance on Poland's version of Good Morning Britain when he enlisted presenter Marzyna Rogalska to be his assistant. But things quickly took a horrifying turn when poor Marzyna had to slam her hand down on a paper bag, only for her to impale it on a huge nail. Thankfully, after being taken to a hospital, her injuries were deemed to be superficial, and she was sent home after receiving a tetanus shot.
2,
The Rolling Stones' overprotective Hells Angels. So this story goes beyond their infamous 1969 performance. In 1969, the Rolling Stones played a concert at Altamont Speedway in Northern California, where they hired the Hells Angels as security for $500 and a case of beer. During the concert, an 18-year-old by the name of Meredith Hunter approached the stage with a gun, which quickly caught the attention of the Hells Angels. They attacked Hunter and beat him to a bloody pulp before stabbing him to death. Mick Jagger and the rest of the band decided to ban the Angels from any more of their concerts and would refuse to hire them again. Good decision on their part, right? Well, as we said, this whole issue goes beyond just the live performance, as unfortunately the Angels didn't take kindly to those comments and were so angry about this that they formed a plan to murder the whole band. Their plan was to stock a ton of weapons on a boat and open fire on Jagger's mansion from the water. Luckily for Jagger, a storm hit and capsized the boat. Thereafter, the Angels decided to just forget about the whole incident.
1,
Dimebag Darrell, 2004 shooting. When it comes to performances gone wrong, you can't forget to mention Darrell Lance Abbott, aka Dimebag Darrell. For those of you who don't know, Dimebag Darrell was a lead guitarist who had a massive influence on the metal genre and had a hand in forging it into what it is today. Dimebag, best known for his work in the band Pantera from 1981 to 2003, was also known for his down-to-earth personality, as he got along with his fans as if they were his close friends. Well, on December 8, 2004, Abbott was murdered on stage while performing with Damageplan at the Alrosa Villa in Columbus, Ohio. Moments into the band's set, 25-year-old former Marine Nathan Gale shot Abbott 3 times in the head with a 9mm Beretta 92 FS pistol, killing him instantly. Due to the nature of the genre, people initially thought that this was part of the show as some form of shock act, similar to what Alice Cooper would do with his onstage theatrics. However, when the gunman fired off more shots to people in the crowd, everyone caught on that this was indeed not a part of the show. In total, Gale killed 4 people, including the band's head of security, Jeff Thompson, who attempted to subdue Gale. He also wounded 7 people in total. Nathan Gale was soon taken into police custody, and to this day, people still mourn the loss of Dimebag Darrell Abbott.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.